So, welcome to levelupyourgame.net. ClanBase EuroCup Qualifier 4, the final spot for the EuroCup. Enemy versus random. My name's Disrepute. Teams for enemy, Jillbot, Slain, Detour, Nubakiller. For random, Suji, NHSB, PH, and Sides. Had a bit of messing around trying to get the server, but we're here now and looks like ready to play. So, talking about the map eliminations, Team Enemy eliminated Grim Dungeons, a double power-up tactical map, but they did choose this classic, Deep Inside, which is again seen as quite a tactical map, so I guess they aren't trying to cover up some kind of weakness in team play. Random, they eliminated Realm of Steel Rats, the map famed for not having a railgun, and picked Dreadful Place, one of the newer maps to Quake Live. So we're going to start here with enemy's map choice on Deep Inside. It's got a quad, a red, 2 yellows and a mega, full arsenal of weapons. Gauntlet machine gun to spawn with shotgun, grenade launcher, rocket launcher, lightning gun, railgun and plasma gun. Definitely quite a dynamic map nowadays. You don't tend to get teams holding either one side or the other and just sitting back. You do get a lot of pressure at either end of the locations. The bridge and quad area generally seen as one holdable area. Primary location perhaps. Advantage over the railgun definitely on that, and obviously the power up. Drop down on the mega as well, and you got the upper yellow fairly close to hand, and not out of reach the yellow armour. The other side of the map, the red armour and lightning gun. So we're going to go live in one. There you go, start off with Suji. Picking that plasma and yellow armour spawned by quad. The shards as well look up to 65. And the shielding already. Defending that bridge. Excellent plasma, takes out Nuga Killer. And he's got himself a railgun, although that was a really silly drop onto the bounce pad. But we do have a quad time there. And it's relatively standard mid-ish time. Can of course spawn from 30 seconds to 59 seconds in a minute. It's going to be about 45-46 here. Nice rail from Slain defending this quad area, but looks like his team aren't quite on top of the power-up zone yet. Enemy taking it with Nuba Killer. He's got the shotgun and the plasma gun, 2 excellent weapons to do a quad on rears. Here's the bounce pad. Oh no, Suji getting caught waiting for the shaft. 3 players ahead of him. PH to go down to that shotgun, and now round to the mega position and through his teleport. Better be careful. NHSB did get in a pummel, but Nuba Killer was ready for that. He's missed out on the mega. Doesn't seem to know that, although his teammate was ahead of him and sure took it. So, pretty good quad run there. 16-4, put an enemy ahead. And you would probably say they're slight favourites for this match, or this map at least. Experienced players like Jillbot on the team. It's going to cycle around a little bit. Let's see what Suji's doing. He's got a nice stack of armour. 115 on the red. He's got the rocket launcher, lightning gun and grenades. They could do with a railgun over here. Always good to have a railgun to defend. You see the pressure that's incoming now. Jillbot moving in with the rockets. He does go down. His teammate was supposed to be there backing him up with the rail, you felt, but backed off pretty easily. Random gonna find it a bit troubling to come back at the moment. It looks like, oh look at that, 2v1 from the enemy team. Definitely one of the key things you need to do in Quake Live Team Deathmatch. Keep together in a team, in twos, and just makes getting kills so easy compared to running around solo. Let's see there, Jillbot backing off 1 versus 1. He would have gone down only 13 health against the freshly spawned machine gunner. Palms off his lightning gun as well. If you're such low health, you're most likely going to go down. It's probably better to give away your key weapons you're holding to your teammates. There, Quad was up on the spot as we switch away. 2 sides. No one's picked up Quad still yet. Slain eventually gets it for enemy, so that's the second quad in a row for them. NHSB going to go straight down. Did a nice bit of damage with plasma though. But the 225s and the armor is going to help Slain survive a little bit longer. He would have come down without them, of course, but that was a bad weapon selection there. If he'd had Shaft, he would have probably got at least 1 kill. Oh, unlucky there, going down. And here we are, following random on this side of the map. That is my mumble sound that I probably should adjust since I formatted my computer. CPH trying to lock down this red armor area. Of course, it is key to get every single red armor if you hold this side of the map and try and take no damage with them. Then you want to be putting pressure on the areas your opponent holds, as well as timing this lightning gun. Such a key weapon. Nuba Killer diving in there with the shotgun, does a lot of damage and does get the frag, and he's got himself a Shaft out of that. And the spawn kill. See how much pressure enemy are putting on random as they try and hold that red armor. Just running from their side of the map right in to the heartland of the random team. Although there you go, 2v1. Good example of how it's an advantage, such an advantage. Now Slain going to try and wait for this upper yellow. It's still 10 seconds off. We've got 18 seconds till the quad spawns. It's going to be third on the map. Enemy taking the first couple. And HSB moving in perfect time for this upper yellow. He's going to be absolutely tanked. Oh, didn't notice his teammate takes it. Might want to palm off a weapon. Lightning gun there, sitting on the spot. In fact, random are brilliantly positioned for this power up. Oh, good rockets. Sides is the guy to take it. Claimed to his CTF skills, of course. Going to move straight towards red now. What we've generally noticed is a lot of the more experienced teams and players won't always go to that red armor when the quad's up, because they kind of expect quad to go there, and of course it becomes a bit of a double bluff between the quad carrier and the players he's hunting about who'll move to and from that red armor area. Size now, slow bounce pad, just waiting to attack quad area maybe, but it seems like they're not really very aggressive on this map. Enemy, definitely the team putting a lot more pressure on. And so, random still camping around this red armor area. Actually, look, watching the American players, they do commit a lot of people to securing this red armor. It's not quite the same as this play from random, but you can win by being very defensive, holding the red armor and then utilizing it to move out on the key locations. But you have to time things like this lightning gun. You can't get free rails hitting you all the time. Here we go. Enemy Detour was trying to move in there, but it got taken out. The Czech player. We've got 10 seconds till quad, and this is going to be terrible for PH. He's going to go down straight away. Yeah, only 12 health. Fourth impressive for Detour there. Beautiful rails. Here's the quad. Oh, Size just grabs it. Protected by his teammate as well, and he's got a Shaft out of this. Can start making a dent in that about 20 frag gap here. He picks up the 50. Mega's up as well. This is brilliant. This is working out absolutely perfect for him. Takes out Slain. Decides not to pick up the Shaft ammo, which I thought he was going to aim for, but he does. Pulls his way back round. And Slain hits that brief pummel. Side's still 100 health though. Moves right the way back round to bridge. Decent quad run there. Didn't get as many frags as he probably wanted, but they have got out of that the mega health. They've got bridge controlled, and that's really what they wanted, the primary location. They were sitting back in red, trying to not give away any frags, so that when they had the chance, they can get the bridge and quad. And good evening, Mute, who joins us here.
Good evening.
Good evening indeed. Of course, Mute, our commentator for Capture the Flag, that inferior game type to TDM. How you doing? Do you know anything about these two teams then?
Yeah, actually I do. I played with Bish and PH TDM last EuroCup, and the other team, well, pre-German, Slane and Gilbert are also playing for the German national team, but you probably already told that.
I didn't. My pop facts aren't quite as forthcoming as they should be, perhaps. So, yeah, you've already contributed. You've leveled up the stream. 15 seconds until the quad. As we see Random moving in low. This bounce pad's so dangerous if you're trying to defend the quad area. You've really got to watch it, and Detour's definitely doing that with the shotgun. Good work from him, and it looks like enemy are going to take this again. And perhaps put their lead back on track. Gilbert, the star player, you'd have to say. Taking that mega with the quad. Look at that stack, 250. Just farming all the weapons he can. Upper yellow's up, but lower yellow's not for 20 seconds. I don't know, it looks like he's trying to hunt players here. Unlucky to miss that rocket. And in the end doesn't get any frags with the quad.
Because we're in the stack.
I think you're quite quiet, Mute.
I can try to speak up, but I try to.
Yeah. I don't know, the problem is it feels a bit different on the stream compared to what I can hear in my ears, and the game sounds so loud for me, but on stream people can barely hear them sometimes. So I don't know, so just tell us in RC if the sounds aren't right and we'll try and set up for the next map. Anyway, halfway through this map, deep inside. Now this was enemy's map choice, so I guess you'd expect them to be the stronger team on it, Mute?
Yeah, most likely. If you compare the names, Gilbert, Slane, those are old school TDM players. So I pretty much expected this map to go to enemy.
And then Dreadful Place was chosen by Random, so that's a newer map, I guess. The experience doesn't help as much there from the old school players, so could be a bit closer that one. At the moment though, I mean, there's not too big a difference. 20 frags easily can come back from that, just a couple of quad runs. And actually Random do control the quad area at the moment. NHSB just jumping towards red, he's really pushed out there, and they might actually lose quad because of that. And they do, so that was a bit of a mistake. Noob Killer, 130 armor, 90 health. Rushes straight to red, and this is what I was talking about earlier, that teams don't really go to red when somebody's got quad, because that's where the quad's gonna go.
That's where it should go.
You do actually get, yeah, players will just dive in behind once the quads move out of quad and jump into the quad area, get control of the bridge. But anyway, there's the quad run, runs down. And I mean, it's 25 frag difference now. That quad just extending it slightly, and in fact enemy pushing in on the red as well as controlling the bridge. So Mute, how do you think Random can come back in this map?
They probably can't, actually. I'm still trying to fix my volume. But in the meantime...
You sound louder now, you sound good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that they can come back, actually, because this map, I don't know, it's too much experience on enemy side, probably. And the 30 frag gap, probably not going to be close by Random.
Yeah, I mean, do you know anything about the Random team at all? I mean, it does just... I get the impression they're kind of like a mix. I mean, obviously they know each other and that, but
they're quite a new team actually. They, I don't know, they founded themselves 2 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and they were actually surprised to get invited to the EuroCup and to play a qualifier. So that's a bonus for them. Even though they lose, everything is like they expected. In the meantime, we got slain with the quad damage, killing 3 guys right away.
yeah, ideally has the lightning gun, of course, but look at his health, only 15. He's just going to have to be a bit defensive here. Let's get the yellow armor, so that'll help somewhat, but he really needs a bit of health here to get some more frags. But again, enemy with the quad, they've pretty much controlled most of the quad damages on this map so far. And perhaps that's the key for Random, maybe focus on getting more quads. Of course, you could always say that about every team that loses. Let's kill NHSB, Rail, LG combo. Let's have a look at his stats. 37 LG, 57 Rail. Excellent. So Mute, are any of these CTF players then?
Yeah, Bish and PH played for Too Fast with me last season in HQ League. Sides plays for DP and Zoja actually plays for Deathwing, so we got 4 CTF players on the blue team. I didn't notice that until you said it. For the red team, I don't think any of those players play CTF. Maybe that's an advantage.
Yeah, so it could be like CTF versus TDMers. Although I guess they probably played both anyway. 20 seconds till the next quad. And what about enemy? Do you think they were right to have to qualify, or do you think they should have been invited? I mean, players like Gilbort, national team players, experience, lane, etc. They played in EuroCups before.
It's a new team. I think it's a bit unfair for other teams to get their to not get invited. We'll come back to that later, as Deptor goes on a rampage with lightning gun and quad, killing the 4th guy already.
Really nice kills with the lightning gun. Such a devastating weapon to use with the quad. It's going to get another here, sides going down. Almost got him with the rocket sides, but Deptor was too quick on the trigger. Yeah, so you don't think... You think they should have had to qualify then?
Yeah, it's fine actually. It's a new team and they have to prove themselves first. Because if all the teams have to qualify, it would be a bit unfair to them.
Yeah.
But, well, they're doing a good job so far, and if they keep it up, they will qualify, so everything is right then.
Yeah, it's quite a big gap now, so we've only got 2 quads left. It's not likely there's going to be a comeback here, so we're going to have to do something a bit different then on Dreadful Place Random. But of course, as we pointed out, that's the new map. That's where all this years of TDM experience from Quake 3 won't really help too much, at least on map knowledge.
We're going to see a different game on Redfall, I'm sure.
Following Detour at the moment, with the shaft moving in that basement area.
Give me 1 second, trying to fix my volume. It's still a little too low, I was told.
Okay. Does miss out on that mega health. Can see I'm having the occasional connection hiccup, so please forgive me. There we go, Gilbert with the quad. Picks up the shards up to 25 armor. The yellow armor was below. He peeked it but decided not to drop down. Just hunting for players instead. Nice rail frag on an HSB. Sides going down as well. Suji to follow. Hat-trick of kills. Brilliant work from Gilbert. Expects to get the kill with the shotgun there. Almost get caught out by the rocket flare behind. 7th impressive quad rail. Gets the frag, brilliant quad run, and we're looking at a 50 frag gap now with just over 2 minutes remaining.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
A bit louder.
Not so muted. Yep, where is it? The lead stretched to about 50 frags there. We saw an excellent quad run from Gilbort. And who would you say the star player would be for either team here, Mute?
For enemy, it's probably between Slane and Gilbert. Those are experienced players, and the frag difference between Slane's frags and his death, it's 22, so pretty much dominated on this map. For the blue team, it's a little bit harder as they are all not so TDM experienced. We don't have a frag machine on the blue team. But I probably, damage output-wise, it's probably besides PH. But it's not so clear.
Last quad going to come up in 15 seconds, and again, enemy in control of that area. See how cautious they are about this main bounce pad. Spam the nades down while Gilbert, good finish with the rail as well. Again, trying to do the cheeky exhibition shots. The nade there. Does go down to PH's aggressive rocket push, not before getting a couple of frags. And that is going to be the map sealed out for enemy. Going to go 1-0 up in the series. Of course, it's best of 3, so first of 2 map wins will go through to the EuroCup, to the group stage. This is just a qualifier, remember. The team that loses will be down in the Open Cup top division.
Did the blue team get any quad at all? I haven't seen the first 8 minutes, honestly.
I think they got about 2 quads. Just went down early on in the map pretty badly. First couple of quads, enemy destroying them. Then they seem to gather themselves together a bit, get a bit of control, move in pressure and take the next 2 quads maybe. But then it was all downhill from there. So congratulations, enemy, winning that first map, but still more work to do. 50 frags the difference. Both getting the triple figure score though.
So let's see if Random can shift the game away from tactical play towards accuracy, and if they manage to do that, they have a very good chance of winning the second map. Strategy-wise, especially on the older maps, enemy has a clear advantage. But if it comes to aim only, I think the blue team might be the favorite one.
So we're going to go to Dreadful Place. Random's map pick. One of the new maps to Quake Live. And I have to say, one of my favourites. I don't know about you, Mute.
I expected Random to pick a Purgatory, but Dreadful is fine as well. And it was obvious that they pick a newer map, trying to compensate the lack of experience they have. Let's see if it works out for them.
Yeah, so the teams will remain the same. Gilbert, Slane, Detour, Nuba Killer, Suji, NHSB, PH and Sides for Random. So this map, Dreadful Place, you got a quad damage on one side of the map, the single power up. You got red armor, 1 yellow armor, as opposed to 2 like most TDM maps, and the mega health. You do have the full arsenal of weapons, of course, the gauntlet, machine gun that you spawn with, the shotgun, grenade launcher, rocket launcher, lightning gun, rail gun, and plasma gun. And I have to say, if there's one map plasma is effective on, it's definitely this map. This tight bottleneck corridors. Such a powerful weapon, plasma, and if you've got skill with it, definitely a massive advantage. And what you see the teams usually do is split between the two sides of the map. You have the red armor team grabbing that red armor on the platform, plasma gun spawning behind. They have the advantage of moving into the quad area, but they can also move and push out into the lightning gun and yellow armor. And you just see Suji running through that yellow armor there. And contesting the rail in the rail basement area, just below where Suji is now. The other team, they might settle for the mega health in quite an open, wide area, but they've also got a good position to get on the yellow lightning gun and rail gun. So it's pretty equal either side of the map, and it's just the way that you would like to play. Of course, they do have a disadvantage, probably getting in on that quad area. But that just highlights how important it is on Dreadful Place to get in the power-up zone as early as possible. We will see some teams send players 40 seconds early. I've seen matches where players have spent a minute waiting at quad, making sure they're the first guys there. And it definitely is one of those holdable areas like we see on Hidden Fortress. You have 3 entrances. One's a bounce pad, the other 2 are tight doorways that are leading from tight doorways, so kind of like airlocks, I guess. Complete bottlenecks, and you can defend it very easily if you're in early and if you've got the right weapons, especially some armor. So we'll have to see how these 2 teams play it, but I would expect them to go to the power-ups as early as possible. Welcome back, Mute. Still not quite started yet. Have you seen many of this map played, Mute?
Excuse me?
Have you seen this map played much?
Yeah, and I also played it a lot when we were still active in EuroCup.
What are your feelings with this map then? What are the key tactics?
The key tactics are obviously to control the red armor and to get the ray gun. The ray gun is so important down in the dungeon. You can control the whole map from there just by switching from door to door. So if you can't get the rail, you got a problem. So this has to be timed very accurately. Otherwise, you just get railed at red and you're wasting all your armor. And an interesting fact about this map is that you can control the quad area quite well. So if you're a bit early to quad, this might not be too bad, as you can close down all entrances. So let's see how the team manages to secure the quad area.
Yeah, I think this is the absolute perfect example of a map of how important timing is. You have to time the rail accurately. If you want to go and steal the mega, you have to time that. If you want to dive in on the lightning gun, time that. And definitely the quad, you need to get an accurate time on that so you can move in at the right time. And as we were saying, earlier the better, really.
It depends on your armory and your weaponry, of course. Well, obviously taking the jump pad to the quad might be a bad idea, but can also be surprising, of course. It's kind of hard to retake the quad area once it's lost.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the problem is if you're going to rush in and die 10 seconds before quad, you pretty much all spawn on the opposite side of the map. By the time you get back there, quad will have just spawned and they'll just kill you in the doorway. So really, if they've already got it locked down, it's not always worth attacking the room, and it might just be a better bet to sit on the outer edges of the quad area and just ambush the quad when it comes out of the room. And of course, gathering up all the items around the map while one team controls the quad.
If you have item timings, you can try to take Mega and Red and then use that stack to kill the quad. But still, quad is of course the most important item, as it is for all TDM maps. So you better get it.
So how come you're not playing EuroCup this season, eh, Mute?
I ain't got a team actually, and I try to focus on capture the flag, but our team kind of get inactive. But that's unimportant as the game just starts.
Yeah, gonna go live in 3, 2, 1. And let's start off following Nuba Killer. Getting that shotgun and Mega Spawn is always a favourite. And yeah, just watch out from that grenade spawner high.
Should have attacked Rail, probably.
Oh look, I would guess his teammate got Rail then, because there were so many random team players over that yellow armor side with the rocket launcher, with the lightning gun. He's actually run out of ammo here. He's only got one shot remaining. Better go and pick up the crate in that little corridor, but he didn't notice it. And here we go, an early quad. 39 seconds. Detour's there on the spot. They're already 6-1 up. Mega's up. Nice. Quad rail. He's going to get second kill here. And Sides is already timed out.
Yeah, because Soji has ping 999.
Wow.
I'm not sure if he had it from the start, actually.
Let's see it. It's one death, no kills.
If he had lag from the start, they might consider a map restart, actually. Yeah, and that's what PH is suggesting. It seems that he timed out when the map started.
Yeah, if he's got server command overflow already, that usually takes a little while before it kicks in, so rather unfortunate, especially for... Well, there we go, admin decision, going to pause, and in a sense, it's probably the fairer decision. I mean, it's a really hard one to call, but enemy are happy to restart, so...
No, they don't seem to, as Deptor just said. He's gonna leave the server if the admin decides to restart. Well, of course, Deptor got Mega and Quad, and, well, it's no restart then, obviously.
No, I think I'd feel the same as him, given his position to take advantage.
Yeah, but still, against 3 guys, come on, fair play.
No, all's fair.
By the way, are you playing EuroCup this season?
We are playing EuroCup, yes. And we did get invited, on the proviso that Deuce is actually playing for us. Otherwise we would have had to qualify. But yeah, he will be, so...
Didn't he save us, didn't he save you against us last season? Fielding him out of nowhere.
Prepare to fight.
No.
He did.
2, 1, fight.
The referee gonna have to pause the game here.
Soji's still not back on the server.
Oh dear.
I remember you guys fielding Gears, and when he didn't play any matches before in EuroCup for your team. So that was a surprise, actually.
I've got the worst memory ever. I can't remember. But yeah, Deuce was supposed to play with us last season, and he's not very available, we'll say.
Yeah,
he's
he
often
only
very
played
busy.
that one match, of course, against us. Yeah, right. Do you think this could be a psychological problem now for Random, as they're down 8-2 and quads in enemies' hands?
You're gonna feel hard done by, aren't you? You're gonna feel quite frustrated that you don't get a restart in this situation, especially if he's been lagged out from the start of the map. I mean, it was an early quad as well, so they missed out on quad. Nobody was there. They've now lost the Mega. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose the red, which is up in 5 seconds. The yellow's up in the spot. Who knows who's there? And yeah, 8-2 down. They're gonna. This is the next maybe potentially next couple of minutes they'll be completely overrun.
I'm not quite sure if it lagged out from the start. The admin probably would have seen that, don't you think?
Yeah, it's not something you would always expect though as an admin, so to be looking for it,
to fight.
who knows.
What?
3,
Well,
2,
this one of the main
fight.
jobs of the admin, just to ensure everybody can play. Right?
Oh, nice point round range. Rail, oh, PH knocked himself up in the air. They could lose this red because of it as well, stepping up on its spot. Yeah, Dettol with, I think, 4 kills so far in the squad run. Nice Rail again. Gonna get caught out, is he here? Yeah, the rockets. It's pretty unlucky actually that rocket didn't drop off. But there we go, Sides getting the kill on the quad, and so we're on his point of view. It's 12-3. Only 1 quad through the map so far. There we go. And you see Random committing 3 people to cover this rail basement area.
I'm not sure if they got Mega. Ah, they got Gilbert took no enemy got it. Oh my! So they lost both items.
There we go. That's the rail gun up for Sides. He obviously had a time in it, and he's seen the quad take it.
2 hits.
Oh, it does a hell of a lot of damage, but didn't get the frag. He's got 100% rail at the moment. Working well to take back that red armor area. And that's going to be important for Random to just get control of at least one of the key areas.
Deptra sneaking out with almost no health, surviving that.
There we go, Random still timing that rail, got a good time in it. I'm going to cycle round, I think. Side's not really doing anything. Jill
They're going to quad now, which is obviously the right choice, as Mega and Red is now.
I have to say, both teams perhaps a little bit late to that. Sides does take it and eventually goes down. He wasn't the most stacked player, moving to the quad area. I have to say, it actually caught me out as well because of the timeout. So I guess that might have put them off, you know, in their thinking of when quad would be up.
3 seconds. Excellent.
It seems like both teams are late there. Nuba Killer trying to survive here with the railgun. Does eventually go down, and Random again in control of this red armor area.
They seem to finally come back into the game, or trying to stabilize the red area.
Yeah, not really bringing back the kills yet that they lost in that first minute, but it's not getting any bigger, the frag difference, particularly, although, well, maybe it will in a second. Nuba Killer moving in, winning over that red armor area. Sides going down. And next red up in 5. No pressure. Either team's going to put on it. Can see quite who grabbed that. We've got 40 seconds till the quad. Do you think it's going to be about quads then, this map, Mute?
Yeah. Did you see the first quad? Of course you did. He made like 7 frags. And if you compare the frag gap after the first quad, it's almost the same right now. So quad's a game changer here, and they should attack quad now.
Looks like enemy have already set it up. Or is that just
Maybe
slowing?
should have delayed the red, because quad and red is now at the same time. And so she should go to quad instead of rail. He gets railed.
Yeah, looks like he wasn't quite thinking there, because quad is only up in 5 seconds, and if he'd moved in then he would have been in perfect position for it. There you go, quad up. It's
Nobody's there.
nobody at all. This is absolutely bizarre so far, this map on the quads. There we go, Nuba Killer does take it, and actually he's got the right weaponry to work with. He has got a bit of health and armor.
So maybe it was right that those teams have to play the qualifier then. Not going to quad. Seriously.
Oh, that is just a bit crazy. Not the greatest shaft there, but he does get a couple of kills out of it. Oh, heavy shotgun from PH right to the face of the quad carrier. Taking him down. We're a quarter of the way through the second map. Just remember, enemy won the first map by 50 frags. So Random do need to win this map, and it's only 8 frag difference now between the two teams. They are slowly dragging it back. See Slane trying to pressure with some rails. Looking very weak, gonna switch away from him. Death or Fresh Spawn, gonna go down to PH surely here. Yeah, he does. And PH, who's got the red armor, and he's doing exactly what you should do with an armor, taking advantage, moving out into this lightning gun zone. Hasn't got much ammo with the shaft though. He's gonna have to use shotgun at long range. There it is. LG up. Guess he's keeping a time on that. Duelbot with the rail, point band range, but NH. SB can counter. And he should just wait for this yellow armor, going to be up in a second. Pretty sure his teammate took it, so he should have a time on it, but moves away. Quad up in 20 seconds. We should see the teams already moving there, I think.
One more red for Random.
NHSB waiting for the rail, calling his teammates. Only 10 seconds till quad, and if they got that bounce pad, it could be really dangerous. He does go up though. Nobody counters him. Oh, that was a brilliant team maneuver. All 4 players surviving then, taking control of the power-up. Now debate who wants it. PH takes it.
Probably the best aimer on the blue team takes quad. Good idea.
Ooh, taking the pummel. Annoying. And running straight into a shaft. That's terrible. Really the worst thing could have happened to him. And then Jillbot. You see, that's the experience of the player. Gets the call quad's weak, moves in perfect position to take advantage, and the quad goes down. It's a shame about the quad run in the end, considering the setup was so perfect. And this is something we discussed on a previous cast, was actually often on this map you'll get more frags in setting up the quad than you will with actually the quad damage run itself.
Especially when the other team fails to synchronize attacks on quad damage area.
Yeah, I think it's quite common that teams won't be as synchronized as perhaps they hope, and you might get one guy go up the bounce pad just a little bit early, get taken out easily, the next guy's trying to run in and one doorway goes down, and just becomes easy to defend, especially with the fact there are bottleneck zones anyway. Oh my god, Duelbot with the rail, how the hell did he survive? 58% rail, that's how. 7th impressive.
Keeps hitting those important rails. Again.
Wow, so steady aim. And there he goes, he wanted some rail ammo. It's arrogant the way he uses rail so close. Oh my god.
Oh my!
Wow, that's Germany's finest there. And look, we've got 10 seconds till the next quad again.
That is up.
So Red's not going to make it to the quad. We're on the wrong side of the map with Slane at the moment. So you're not going to get to see what's happening at quad, unfortunately. But he's moving in late. NHSB does take it. Might just want to drop off and take the lower exit. Moves around to the red armor side anyway. His teammate does have a shaft he could palm off to him. Wait for the red.
Wait for red. Oh no.
Oh, his teammate just took it behind, didn't even call him back, so perhaps he called that he didn't need it or didn't want it. But he could have done with it. Death are taking him out with the 2 railguns, and actually, I mean, so far, Random have been brilliant in bringing this back, and if only they could do a better job with the quad runs, they'd probably be ahead right now.
Still those 7 frags from the beginning when Soji timed out. It's down to 4 frags now.
PH doing some excellent work with the plasma, does get caught with the rock and go down, but Nuba Killer, what a brilliant spawn for him, right on top of the weapons. Red armor up in 10 if he just waits for that. Look at the aggressive attack from Suji with the shotgun. And there we go, teams are tied at 80 apiece, halfway through the map. Definitely Random in the ascendancy here. We've seen the last couple of power-ups go to them pretty easily as well. They had time to choose which player was going to pick it up. So 30 seconds before this next quad, I guess the likelihood is they're going to get that one too, and maybe extend their lead.
If they finally manage to come up with a good quad run and not waste it like they did with the last 2 quads.
There we go, 10 seconds again. It's such a... I mean, it really is late that these teams are going to quad, but enemy have it set up this time. And we can see how easy it is to defend when people just come up the bounce pad one at a time.
They should go to red now. Random, that is.
Here we go, Slane getting the quad. 2 people moving in late, you see. Too easy to kill, but they did grab him down to 7 health. Why didn't he pick up the 50?
This is, by the way, exactly what you said at the beginning. If you die at quad and come back, the quads already get picked up and picking up the kills.
Yeah, you have to just fade away and avoid it. And usually the way you would counter that is you avoid its first exit, if you haven't really got anything, that is, unless you can counter it. And then you would move to the quad area, because the quad, I mean, naturally just runs to the other side of the map looking for kills, and it can waste about 15 seconds finding nobody because you're the wrong side of the map by then. 3 frags is the difference following Gilbert. Superstar German international.
Not on this map, he isn't.
Well, we've seen his rails. They were pretty special. It's definitely that easy spawn kill in that red armor area to take advantage of. Here we go, in this rail basement. Usually so important, and we've seen Gilbert and his dependence on rail perhaps on this map so far. Here we go, 25 seconds till quad. Now, if this was my team, we'd already have quad set up. NHSB is the only guy there for random. Enemy have moved in. Oh my god, 2
Brilliant.
frags for Gilbert. Brilliant positioning there. And it looks like, yeah, they checked that first left side, but they didn't check to their rights, and he was able to take 2 of them out with combat range shotgun. NHSB taking out the quad. It looks like they've just taken their eyes off that shotgun doorway. God, unbelievable, the quads on this map so far. And there's a 9 frag difference. Enemy still ahead. It's unbelievable. PH, not really with anything, going to switch round. Size has just picked up the plasma gun, should get a kill on Detto. Absolutely perfect plasma there, brilliant play. And look at the 3 of them diving on that spawn and desperate to get the frag.
They're doing a good job to securing their armor area, picking up a lot of respawn kills. That keeps them in the game actually. It's only 5 frags.
Side's hitting another rail there, he's in 60%, he just got it from the rail basement. He went to look on peek on the Mega. It is up now, but during that time, Random lost control of the red armor. There we go, next rail should be up in a second. As Gilbert goes down to the powerful shotgun of Side. Good kill on Slane. And 30 seconds before quad, so we should see the team setting it up now.
Maybe they're trying to get this 1 red armor before quad.
Yeah, there we go, the Mega. Oh my god, nice kill from Suji with the rocket launcher. He did lose all of the Mega he'd picked up, but nevertheless he did get a frag. Look at that, 3 people through the same doorway, and there we go, the effectiveness of the plasma. There's a lot of damage. Managed to get 3 of them down, and Nubakill is the only guy left. He does get killed, and now the quad. Pretty easy for Sides, and look, what? These last second rushes, they're just going to get killed. I find it really surprising that teams and players keep rushing after they've lost the area so conclusively.
Excellent.
Good quad run by Sides here.
Oh, misses out on the red to his teammate, but it's going to run out of quads in a second anyway, so shouldn't matter too much. Doesn't want to chase.
Perfect quadrant. See that? 6 frags ahead now for Team Random.
As you pointed out, I mean, all they needed was a good quad run. They can go completely in their favour. There's PH with 140 odd armour.
Should try to push rail, and that's what he does.
Oh, dives right into the shaft of Detor, who was prepared so well to counter him. Obviously heard him incoming. I don't know why they left the shaft on the floor, but...
And the rail as well.
That was... Well, perhaps that's why this is a qualifier. These little mistakes that do make a difference between the top team sometimes and the teams just below.
Such a polite person, calling those mistakes little. It's like not going to quad.
Oh, these are going to be good frags from sides here. Yeah, takes out 2 players, but he gets unlucky with the spawner behind him, machine gunning him down. This is quad, 15 seconds to go though, and well, Detor's actually in a decent position to defend it. It gets, what was that, 3 frags I think?
Yeah.
See, like the whole team's not there though. It's just 2s and 2s, and you can't really secure it by that. Oh my god! A grenade kill with quad. Gilbert looked like he'd just taken red and was ready to run around with that power up coming in, but his team didn't have it secured.
Excellent.
Another rail kill for Gilbert.
This could be a comeback. They secured red.
Yeah, we've only got 1 quad remaining. That could decide the outcome of this map, potentially the match. But Random are up by 8 frags at the moment. They do need to take this map, let's remember. It's actually like a really exciting map so far.
Excellent.
Well, I think enemy have been a bit silly here, just rushing him with nothing. Just giving away frags when this is the point. They need to be not increasing the gap. They need to be stacking up, and pretty much they should have just waited to play it all on that last power up.
Yeah.
Although it is only 10 frags the difference, so I guess they didn't lose too many frags.
If Random gets the quad, this could be game.
Still a 10 frag difference. Detor's in position 30 seconds early. You can see they're really focusing on it this time.
Yeah. 2
players there already.
They have to get it.
And you see how important it is being there early. The player's coming out of the bounce pad. It looked like he ran out of shaft ammo. Enemy with control.
Off the quad. 10 seconds.
1 minute warning.
Slane maybe wants to give away his weapon to Detor. He does. Oh, misses the rail shot. There's only 2 of them left to defend. But there we go. Quad damage. Get the 50. Okay. Races around. What is he doing? Look for the health. Well, no. What was he doing?
That's probably it.
Well, that was strange, not getting the health. Maybe he didn't realise he had quad. It can happen sometimes. But
Nah. He knew that. I think he wanted to hurry up to get those 6 important frags.
Yeah.
3 frags, it's still possible.
3 frags a difference now. Sides
2.
that quad with a teammate. Hits the rail shot. 10th impressive. Look, hits another rail. These are such important rails, and they are going to take the second map. Look at that, 11 impressives for sides. It's another, this ridiculous rail at the end there. Oh my god. 10 impressives for Suji, 11 for sides. There you go, 9 for Gilbert, 6 for Detor. So they won on the rail stake, Suji and sides. Definitely 168, 164.
Don't forget that the map started off very bad for Random as Soji timed out and they lost quad and mega and red, so they kinda had a disadvantage from the beginning, and they still managed to turn that game around. Impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. Well, I'm going to have to stop the VOD, so be right back with the next VOD, the third map.